Oh man, so Fantom is up 4% almost today despite Bitcoin having a flat day. We can see now that Bitcoin has started to create somewhat of a floor and looking like it's trying to reverse out from some of its deeper lows. And can it take some of these powerful altcoins with it? We're going to take a look at the Fantom chart because already from some of our local lows, we're 47% up. And from the low when Bitcoin really tapped down and wicked all the way down to the end, Fantom is up 170%. Let's take a look at the charts. First and foremost, let's look at the Bitcoin chart to see, okay, are we actually leveling off here? What is going on here? We spoke a while ago. Let me switch over to the daily chart just to show you that on this daily, we said, would we now come and test this big violet wedge, right? Would we come down and test this wedge? We broke out to the upside, ran all the way up to the highs, which we saw and celebrated at 69,000. And then we came crashing down to reality here on Bitcoin, really, with a big, crash down all the way down. This retracement is a big retracement, down 40% and testing the top of this violet wedge. But the good news now is, are we finally getting a bounce? And if we switch over to the 4-hourly charts, we can take a look and we can see we're getting this good rounding out. You can see we wicked all the way down to the violet wedge, managed to get some support back up from the bulls, and really this floor here about this level of 40,700 held up pretty firmly. And then this next support line was helping at about 41,692 as well. Now, the key levels for Bitcoin, as you can see from my drawings, which we left from yesterday, we really need to get above this first high here of this first support level, resistance level, and turn it into a support level at 45,936. Really important that we get above that, start creating some momentum, and then start clearing each of these resistance levels one by one. And there's a lot of them, guys. We've got a lot of minor resistance levels and then major ones coming up soon. But the reality is, we quickly need to get back up to here, which is where before we crashed, which is the key level of 56,000. That's when we can start to feel confident again. We can start fighting for this box again, which is this really important support resistance box, which we've been battling for on Bitcoin. Now, what has that meant for Fantom? Because a flat day here on Bitcoin today, trying to show some momentum, but Fantom has taken that still to its advantage and continued to head to the upside. So let's pull up the Fantom chart. And what we can see here is, now look at this on Fantom. If we just clear some of my drawings from last time, actually no, we'll leave those in. What you can see here on Fantom is we came down, we collected some support here from our 200 moving average period. This is the 4-hourly chart, by the way, and you can see a really good strong bounce to the upside. Now, what we can see here is we are facing some resistance, and the resistance is from this line, which we got rejected from at $3.14. Important level here for us to break through, and then we need to head back to the all-time highs at $3.50. That is what we're looking at here on Fantom in the short term. Naturally, if Bitcoin continues to show some strength and really start clearing through some of those resistance levels which we've been speaking about, Fantom will continue to move from strength to strength. And now what we can see is, just from this dip here, guys, which we were talking about here, this was just a couple of days ago. If you were joining us here on this dip with high conviction on Fantom and you bought the dip on some of these, you're up 47% roughly on just the accumulated amount you added to your portfolio. And now you can start to understand this is how wealth is being built. You have a high conviction play, and throughout that high conviction, we've been covering Fantom for many months now on this channel, and we covered it all the way running up to all-time highs, and we continued to cover it down in the 120s, which shows true conviction, right? Because if I was buying in these periods here at the very lows of the cup and handle pattern, which we covered many months ago, this goes all the way back to July 2021, you saw the lows that Fantom was at, 20 cents, 15 cents and lower. Now, if you held those and you ran all the way up to the top, fantastic. Your portfolio's done really well. And then it crashed down again, right? And now if you panic sold, then you've not done so well. But if you took this opportunity to buy some more, then you were buying coins at 116, 115, which are now sitting at $3, right? So if you take that measured move from the lows here, if you held your conviction all the way up to roughly where we're at now, you're at a 170% gain here on some of those coins. And that's why it's important to have conviction, to be buying the dip and to hold that conviction through till the very end. If I bring out the EMA ribbon here on the 4-hourly, guys, and just get zoomed in a little bit more here, you can see here that we are super nice and bullish on our 4-hourly chart here. Nice, good extension. I expect us to get a rejection here from 314 level and come slightly down, maybe test that EMA ribbon. You can see the volume candles aren't fantastic right now, which is suggesting we might get this rejection from this 14 level. Ideally, we create a higher high. Remember I said that, guys. We want to create that higher high, because you can see here we've got this high here. Ideally, you want to go higher because we've got a higher low, right? That's really important. And then we can carry on an uptrend to the upside. Now, unfortunately, the volume is looking a bit thin here. Let's head over to the hourly, see if we can get a few more clues on what's going on here. Yeah, you can see, we are trying to fight for that 314 level at the moment. We're at $3 right now. We need to really push on through 314. I probably think we need that to come from Bitcoin. Bitcoin can't have a flat day for us to break the 314 level. We probably need a good day on Bitcoin for us to really push through 314 and then head to new highs to the upside. That's definitely something we want to monitor. Let's flip over to the daily on Fantom as well, because it's always important to zoom out and look at where we are right now. And obviously we headed to all-time highs at 350. We retraced all the way down to as low as 115, and now we're running back up to $3. We're sitting at $3.05. Can we break through the 314? That's the next level we want to look at. We're still extended on our EMA ribbon, guys. Very important that we understand this. You can see we are extended on our EMA ribbon. So again, me being the bearer of gloom all the time, no issues if we get a retracement down, even down to 237 before posting a higher high. That's perfectly normal behavior. Anybody who tells you that a stock, if you watch a YouTube channel and they're telling you that a stock or a coin or anything else does this, yeah, you shouldn't be listening to that person. It's very normal to get a little retracement. As long as we create higher highs, higher lows and higher highs, that's what we want to see here from this pattern. And right now you can see a good third strong day here from Fantom. But again, the pattern continues to show that Fantom is moving from strength to strength, because even though Bitcoin is having a flat day today, we can switch over to coin market cap. You can see Bitcoin is 0.023 at the time of recording. You can see Fantom is still 4% up, which is really showing some strength. If we head over to DeFi Llama as well, we can take a quick look at some of the total value lock stats, because they're looking very interesting right now. This is excluding Por2 data. You can see that Solana is our next up now. Fantom is in the top 6 here, okay, which means it's surpassed Polygon, it's surpassed Tron, it's surpassed Kronos, it's surpassed Clay, Waves, Osmo, Harmony One as well. It really is with the big boys right now here on Fantom, and it won't be long before it flips Solana in total value locks. If you look at the growth, you got Solana over 7 days reducing by 10%, guys. That is not insignificant. Whilst over the same 7 days, 19% growth here on Fantom. So if you look at that swing, it's really showing that Fantom is moving from strength to strength. And like I've always pointed out, guys, I've always pointed this out. Look at Solana. Solana is getting paid 4.8 times its total value locked in its price, right? That's the valuation it has. And whereas Fantom, for whatever reason, is just at 1 times. No other coin here in the top 10 is sitting at 1 times. It's ridiculous, right? So this is just crazy. Even if we use Ethereum's value of 2.6, even will give us 1.5, right? It just off Binance is 5.4, 2 times here for Avalanche. This is just ridiculous. And I've pointed out for a long time, if you haven't watched my video saying this is the most important Fantom video you will watch in 2021, make sure you go check that video out, guys, because this is all stuff we've been speaking about for a while. And now, it's kind of irritating when you see crypto influencers who suddenly, oh yeah, we've been covering Fantom. No, you haven't. I've got a history of posting daily videos on Fantom through the dips at 115. Where were you posting those videos? You weren't. And now suddenly you're all talking about Tomb Finance and Spooky Swap and all of this stuff. Like you didn't have a clue, right? You weren't invested in Fantom. You didn't understand about it. You're just chasing the green candles. That's the green candle disease. So if we click on Fantom here, guys, you will see that the projects, which again we covered, I can link the video up here. We covered these projects a very long time ago, are continuing to grow at great strength. We're now sitting at 3 billion on multi-chain, which is absolutely massive, up 20% over 7 days. Spooky Swap, another 10% over 7 days. We've got 1.4 billion locked in Spooky Swap. And by the way, very interestingly, Spooky Swap, as a rate of the volume being transacted on Spooky Swap, the total value locked in Spooky Swap is significantly undervalued versus the likes of Uniswap and other dexes on other blockchains. So another great opportunity there is Spooky Swap. Geist Finance, which we've covered as well, up 23%. This is hot right now. And Fantom, trust me, guys, I've said this for a while, is a super institutional friendly and VC friendly platform. They know what they're doing. The team is very experienced. The projects are great. The fundamentals of this project has always been great, which is why we started making these technical videos in the first place. So let's not forget that. Really looking good from all the fundamental perspectives here. The technicals are looking lovely as well. And for me, this is just waiting for Bitcoin to really get moving, and Fantom will start heading to the upside powerfully. And by powerfully, let's remind ourselves of what we mean, because for me, like I said to you guys, just very, very reservedly, because you guys know I'm super reserved, and I'll tell you what I see in the charts very transparently and openly, nothing to hide here. My 1.618 mark originally was sitting at $3.91. My new swing low to swing high gives us a target of 4.3, and I think that's still super on the low side. That's just me being very low risk and saying, yeah, I'll be very shocked if Fantom doesn't get to $4 here over the medium term and longer term. I know it's super undervalued. Like, just showing you these kind of stats and showing you how it ranks in terms of its total value locked, it's just so clear and obvious that the fundamentals do not stack up with the valuation. Either Solana, Ethereum, Terra, Binance Smart Chain are all super overvalued, or Fantom is not valued correctly to the par of those coins, and I'm with the latter. So definitely one for us to keep an eye on. It's just a matter of time before the market starts to understand. I'm telling you, over the last few weeks, we've been monitoring this for daily, so we feel the changes. We can see the difference. People were FOMOing in on Fantom. The Bitcoin was going down, and people were still buying Fantom, which just goes to show that the institutions and the sophisticated retail investors don't feel like they've got enough Fantom. And that's why even today, when Bitcoin is flat and still, let's face it, still sitting at a precarious level, we don't know if it's a dead cat bounce just yet on Bitcoin. We're still seeing people really buy into Fantom at heavy volumes. I mean, like I said, we're up 170% from the dip to the bottom here. Okay, so definitely one for us to keep an eye out. Keep an eye on retracement level, guys. If you're looking to enter Fantom and you haven't managed to enter your position just yet, like I've always said, guys, I made a video. I remember making a video when we were here in the same position before at $3.13. I said there's always a retracement, and then you got a beautiful retracement all the way down, guys. So remember, if you're watching my video here and you wanted to buy in, let's just get my measuring tool on this messy chart. You would have managed to get a discount of about 30%. And this is where you want to be buying, guys. You want to be buying at these levels. If you didn't manage to buy in this prolonged period to the downside here, fine. If you didn't manage to buy here, don't chase these green candles. Even if this breaks now through 314 and starts heading to all-time highs, don't chase the green candles. Wait for retracement. Use your Fibonacci levels, use your EMA ribbons to wait for retracements. They're always the best way to enter. And you can see this is a hotly contested area. We know the EMA ribbon is still going through this hotly contested area on our VPVR. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do come back into this golden pocket range again between 242, 248. Hopefully we don't have to see those levels again, but you guys know how I bring you the analysis is to plan for the worst and then expect the best, right? So anybody who says, oh, you're just spreading FUD, no, just being practical, just showing you guys what you should be doing. And if it does come down to 242, 248, I know I've got the conviction levels to continue buying these dips and accumulating positions and accumulating Fantom coins. And then when it's having green days like this to the upside and breaking all-time highs, I sit on my hands and I let the coins do the work. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys found this update on Fantom useful. If you like this type of content, this blend between technical and fundamental analysis, don't forget to smash up the likes and subscribe. If you want to support this channel out a little bit more, consider hitting the join button. That way you can become a member of this channel and support this channel. But more importantly, you'll get access to our community thread where you can ask me questions on your favorite coins, your cryptos, your portfolio, or anything else as a priority. So consider that. You'll get a sticker next to your name to show that you were supporting this channel when we were nice and small at 5K subscribers, humbly. So consider doing that, guys. Also, link to the pinned comment, as always, is a link to our free public Discord server. Over 400 people in there now, loyal crypto enthusiasts, talking about Fantom, talking about other fantastic coins and projects which they found and where they think they can go as well. You can tag me in there with any questions you have as well. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next